Hopefully my computer's got the break it needed. I think we're okay though. Does seem a little bit smoother. Alright, so just kind of picking up where we left off. Let me just drop down one commercial tower somewhere around here just to help kind of deal with this. And it's going to be a little bit loud. Let me try here though. But I do realize that's not the best location. I'm just thinking though, just because of the four-way intersection having just all avenues like that, it should be okay. Let's see how bad that is. Oh, this poor area. I mean, maybe some parks. But before we do that, let's just keep working on our population. After all, we're trying to get to 28,000 before the next, or what do I say before the next? We actually need to get to 28,000 to get the next tile before we buy the next tile. But it leads to it. Oh my goodness, I'm so silly. All right. So going back to what I was saying before, we could now start working on our high-density residential area, just kind of in and around this highway. And we could kind of work in a little bit of high-density commercial, maybe in this zone, and some offices here. So let's loosely draw out the shape that we're after right here. And let's have a little bit of fun with this. Okay, so we're going to come for sure off this guy. And I'm going to try with just the 4-lane for the moment. Out of that curve. And let's actually run parallel with this guy. Do my best here to get this nice and straight. I think that looks alright. And we'll put a nice row of trees in just to kind of hide the rail just a little bit. Not hide it, but you know what I mean. Alright. Freeform, please. There, nice and schmood. Cool. Actually, that's really cool. Alright, so let's just do the inside of these tracks first. And then we'll move to the outside afterwards. Now, I remember there being a lot of noise pollution being generated from this guy, so we'll just be cautious of that fact. And I think what I want to do again is have an intersection break off like that. Kind of go through here. But I don't really know what to do with this arm. Unless we come up and over, which is actually not a bad idea. Let's try that. Oh yeah. Hopefully that's not too close. And then we can connect these two right here. And it could be smoother, but the fact they're both that kind of off shape, I think that sort of complements one another. And what we could do, just to maybe fix that spot, is put just an intersection right there. Yeah, that's a little bit nicer. Alright, so let's zone our neighborhood. And maybe we can keep this going like that, and then maybe this guy can just go... Oh, almost. Let's just go straight. Oh, this will be tricky. There we go. That wasn't too bad. And we'll do one more connection if we can right here. Perfect. And a little bit boxy. Oops, sorry about that, guys. So, I'm trying to think if we could add maybe... Let's just add one-way road. Just to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, a little boxy, but not the worst. And what we could have, just for the sake of traffic, is a one-way that's going out. Oh, maybe we can get there. Oh, no. Nope, that's not happening. Let's try this again, though. Alright, turn off the snapping too. Maybe we can just get right through here. Oh, I know we can. Come on. I think we have to change that, though. But let's just try going from here. Oh, I saw it. Where were you? No. Okay, let's just try it the old-fashioned way. No? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is a really tight space, apparently. Yep, there it is. Alright, now let's curve this over like that. Now, hopefully traffic will move at a nice, decent pace over here. And I hope it won't get too backlogged. It's actually one just long kind of one-way road, so maybe we need another connection point or two. Okay, that's not the worst right there. Maybe we can make an intersection kind of come in and out right here. Oh, that's an interesting idea. You know what, though? This is probably going to be like way too close. Unless we sneak something. Oh gosh. I'm having the worst time here. No, I don't think that's going to work. No, unless you go like that. Well, maybe that's not the worst. And then two-way traffic, is that crazy talk? I don't know. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I'm not, you know, I don't think I've formed a full opinion yet. Maybe, no, I don't like that at all. Well, let's zone and see how it turns out, because I'm not 100% against it, like I said. Let me just, for the old visual sake here, toss in some trees. That'll help put my mind at ease a little bit as well. Great, we can actually get quite a few in here. Yeah, actually, that's not so bad. Now that I've got the calming effect of the trees. Oh my goodness. I am such a maniac for trees. I love them. They're so beautiful. Okay, there. A little bit nicer. I like that now. Alright, so we did need some high density commercial. Let's try to do that in here and hope that traffic doesn't actually get too bonkers. And maybe some offices, just to, it's gonna be kind of noisy, right? So I want to offset just the noise from the highway and whatnot. So I guess we'll kind of consider this like a mixed living / working kind of zone. So these, hopefully the noise pollution from the highway won't drive all these guys out. But you can see this is a nice high density kind of zone right here. And then next to the rails, let's bring it down just a little bit. Oh, yeah, one square. And then maybe, you know what, we'll have that side towers, and then the inside like that. That'll just be people. Yeah, that's probably too loud, but we'll just see how it goes. Or you know what, just because these guys won't mind as much, or really at all, let's just switch that to low density commercial. And we'll bring in some piping. But honestly, I think once this gets kind of fully filled out, I think it's going to make the highway look a lot like cleaner, I guess is a good way to say that. And then hopefully we do end up keeping it. But as it stands, my heart's not set on it, so don't worry, I'm not too stubborn to change here, guys, don't worry. Alright, so let's just go like that. And let's put on 3-speed, let's just kind of See how she goes. Oh, you know what we could do as well is we could do a train station on the other side. And then kind of make maybe a bridge. Oh, I got some cool ideas. Oh, guys, this will be awesome. Now, as you can see, I didn't put power lines in, so hopefully there's enough zoning that'll kind of connect the dots for us. Otherwise, we may have to draw power lines in ourselves. So I won't really leave this area until this is fixed. You know what, though? Let's put in some services. I think that's really going to help get some new people in. Actually, how is everything, by the way? Let's start down the line here. So we're at electricity. That's really good. Seem to be missing water over here. Great that we're checking. Anybody else? Nope, that's okay. Garbage. On the border. So let's put in another incinerator. And when that comes online, that's great. Healthcare, pretty good coverage, but our new area definitely will need something. Oh, that was actually graveyards. So we'll still put one of those over here anyhow. And that'll be a huge bump to the land value as well. So our health coverage, it's actually not bad. Over here we could use this. Just because of the cost, I'm not going to put a hospital in, even though I think a hospital would be a better choice. Just once we put in a lot more high-density buildings, then we'll switch it over. Just for the moment, I think that's okay. Because I want to make sure, even though we have 2.5 million, I just want to make sure our budget stays above, I want to say 10,000 or so, but... Oh, you know what it is? It's the noise pollution. You can kind of see how it's making these people sick. So how bad? Oh, it's really bad. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to take these guys out and we're going to replace them with offices. And with any luck, that'll actually have an effect on the noise going across the street. But unfortunately, we're losing citizens now, so... But these are the kind of problems we need to fix. Otherwise, it's hard to kind of grow the city. You'll run into that stagnant growth in terms of your RCI demand. So if ever you get stuck like that, don't be afraid to toss in some parks or, really anything else that comes to mind to raise the value of the land and, give people a little bit more leisure. So speaking of that, I want to put in... I'm a big fan of basketball courts. Let's put one of those guys over here. And you can see people, they like leisure at work as well. So that's why I like to put these plazas down. Let's put one of those guys there. A nice positive effect on the area. So maybe we can go like this and just line that road a little bit, right? There, see? So visually it looks a little bit nicer. Area will benefit huge from that. All these places needs people to work. So hopefully we'll get a bit more demand in our residential for the RCI, and I think we will. I just want to continue our zoning. Actually, I'll make these guys high density. And why not over here too? I know we're really close to our industrial, but these guys are non-polluters. They're only like noise pollution type producers. But yeah, now that this is starting to fill in, I like the way the highways kind of look now, That is pretty slick. I like this bridge. Very, very nice. So yeah, what we'll do is, we're kind of separating, we're making this side of the tracks, that side of the tracks type neighborhood. So what we'll do is we'll do another avenue that kind of wraps this side of the tracks. But I would like to have a train station, and then we'll do a pedestrian bridge over top. And I would probably like to connect the two areas. We may have to do it underneath this segment over here and then bring a bridge over. And then that way they can kind of, travel around the outskirts. And then if you're going in, that's just, only if you live here type thing. So my goal with that is just to kind of keep traffic segregated to certain neighborhoods, and then again with like highway arms only serving certain neighborhoods. So hopefully this should all start to make a little bit more sense and hopefully function a little bit more efficiently as well. Alright, so I think we need some more high density commercial in and around here. So let's just put those all along here. Yeah, I don't think more people are going to move in until we kind of fix that. Oh yeah, that's good. That brings our budget up as well. Alright, let me stare at traffic some more. Yeah, I still stick with what I said before, how it's building, but it's manageable. And I don't even think we can put a new highway in anyhow until we buy these two tiles. So just kind of going back to that, what we could do, and this would require a huge revamp, but it's probably going to be worth it, is we'll delete this thing, and we'll delete this portion, and what we could do is a roundabout, just so people can get on and off and then kind of service this area, and we can bring the arms of the highway out over to the river. And so we'll do like, like this kind of style again, but over top of just the river, and then connection point, for here, and then we'll have a connection point over here type thing. And then that'll just, end over here or something like that maybe. But the goal is just to get people not off this 6-lane road, but just to give them another option in case traffic does get a little bit too hectic with that one. Alright, so we're still stuck with our RCI demand the way it is. So let's drop in some more high density commercials over here. Just spread it out a little bit more through the city. Yeah, these guys complain about land values, so you know what? We'll just replace them with commercial anyhow. Because again, the commercial, they don't really mind the noise. And since these have all kind of upgraded, let's go like this, high density, and then take that out. Let's just make it visually look a little bit different over here now. Because though I really liked the way it started, now the repetition is a little bit too much, I think. So let's just change that up a little bit. And we'll just go like that. Now hopefully that'll, change a little bit of the building architecture. And as a bonus, if we get bigger buildings, we'll get more people moving in, which is something that we're after right now anyhow. Because like I said, we're trying to get to 28,000. Alright, where should we put some more people in? Yeah, I think we'll have to drop in some more high-density towers just over here. There's not really much other area suitable for it right now. So we'll just take advantage of the fact that there's a nice 4-lane avenue right here. Looks like they're eager to get some people. Well, not really, but I'm telling them they're getting people. And we'll go like this. Again, just for the sound barrier aspect. And we'll just make sure we got piping. We do. Okay. So yeah, you can see that one clinic, it's not necessarily enough, so we'll probably need a new hospital, like realistically right around here. But the fact that we're at only about 10,000 or so, let's just kind of hold off for the moment until we get a little bit more money. So let's take a look at the taxes. So what we haven't done yet is bump the high density tax brackets. Let's move these guys up. We actually could have done that quite a few episodes ago. I didn't really think of it because we had so much money coming in. There we go. So that'll just help a little bit. So now we're at 14,000 and climbing. So now if we wanted to, we could justify putting in that hospital. That way people will be like, hey, where's our tax dollars going? Then we can say, hey, you know what, they're going to a hospital, so calm your horses. I like my hypothetical conversation. And hay is for horses, alright? That's why I think I said that. Subconsciously, I was maybe thinking of that. Alright, so garbage. Are we a little bit too far away from the landfill? We might just be. Or the incinerators. Now, I don't really want to have any over here, but what we might have to do eventually is have a little bit of a service road kind of dipping off, and then we can have a little bit of pollution producing buildings just kind of off, way off to the side type thing. Oh my goodness. Something has gone wrong. Why are these guys flooded? Where did all this new water come from, I wonder? Oh no! That was really bizarre. See, look, now the water level's gone back down. It's funny, I was worried that might happen when I first zoned there. Yes, he's doing it again. Okay, so that's obviously a very big problem, so let's unzone here. And now maybe that'll change the coastal height enough that we don't have to worry about more water spilling in. Oh my goodness. Okay, so drastic times call for drastic measures. I think we have to put in some type of dam here. Oh gosh. Can we get enough? No, that's not enough power. What if we stretch both areas here? No, I wonder why that's giving me so little power. I want to find this spot here so we can calm that water. 16, no thank you. Now, I remember you guys were saying it's the arm off to the right, but I think we have to go a little bit further up before we get really good water flow. Yeah, it's still only really around 100, and some of them was saying they got as much as 1,000, which is like, that's wild. Oh darn, I want to be able to do this to save our poor residents. I don't know why they keep getting flooded. No, that's a silly spot for it. That's not enough power. Realistically, it'd be good to get both channels, the power from that, but I think we're just kind of stuck with maybe doing the one. Oh gosh, can we find this? Yeah, see, 96, 112, that's not really, it's not a lot. But then at the same time, let's see if it actually helps with our flooding problem. Alright, so the water level, excellent, already starting to change. Great. Now, yeah, flooding's gone away. The million-dollar question is, will it stay this way? 'Cause, I mean, it's a little bit inconvenient, you know, to have these intersections flood every few minutes, right? But I guess that's just the chance you take if you live on a, you know, the coastline of a river. Oh, weird. Look at that. That's like uber effective, right? Alright, so what's going on with our spillover? Are we gonna destroy this area and like flood our highway? Oh gosh, I hope not. That water level is getting pretty high though. Oh no, what kind of problems am I making now? Oh my goodness. You guys, I swear, I have too much fun creating these kind of problems and headaches. So there's no power output here anyway. Like, I don't know what to make of it. It's like water's flowing back in now, and then we're flooding the, oh boy. Okay, so valiant effort, but this is not at all, definitely not the right spot. So we're creating like kind of a back current, and that's messing with everything else. So hopefully that'll fix itself, and then we'll probably end up flooding this area once more, but oh goodness. And welcome to a very big circle. So shall we continue with what we were doing, please? I think so. Alright, so a little bit of zoning here. I'm going to swap this out for some more. And we'll just put those guys right there. There we go. Oh, and we got water, cool. Alright, well, I don't know what to make of this, but it looks like that's really bizarre. It's like a tsunami kind of movement is going through here, right? And now like the water levels have returned to normal. A little bit. Oh gosh, what have I done? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, well, I think everything is going to be okay. And it already looks like it is, but the water levels drop significantly. So I honestly, I don't know. But I don't think that's the spot for a dam. So that was a fun little test, but definitely not. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to end the episode here. This one has been a very crazy episode all over the place, and my poor computer made such a headache, kind of causing a little bit of a unnecessary break right there. But you know what, I thought I'd record just a little bit longer, kind of give you guys a little bit more to see and do. And yeah, I wish you happy Friday. So I've got a pretty open weekend, so I'm hoping to get a lot of content out for you guys. So if you got nothing else to do, come spend your weekend with me. And drop some comments, and I'll do my best to respond. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Let me know what you think of our new little developments starting to come together. You can see, holy smokes, do we ever need people though? And like, really, we're not meeting that demand, which is really frustrating, even though we just put in all of this new stuff. Alright, well, you can kind of see, I think I maybe put in too many offices, because they're kind of sneaking jobs away from these guys right here. But that was, you know, done in the name of trying to preserve our poor people's sanity in terms of noise pollution. So, again, guys, as always, it is a work in progress, so we are working together to make this happen. What I might end up doing, though, is just getting the population up to 28,000, just in between episodes. Oh, great, there goes the flooding again. And I really don't understand why the flooding's happening. Like, I can't quite figure that out. But I imagine, though, if we do end up eventually figuring out how to get a dam in, either on one side or the other, that should fix the flooding over here. But this is kind of annoying. All right. Anyway, yeah, so guys, I might end up doing a little bit of a fix over here in terms of how this ends up looking. So stay tuned for that for next episode. And I'll probably just put a few more buildings in and around over here just to get the population up to 28,000. That way we can just focus on our seaport for the next episode. And holy garbanjo, what is going on over here? And possibly, we might have to do a separate line that's not inner city, and just have maybe only a couple of the regional trains hit some of the stations. Because you can see there's a little bit too much traffic on the tracks right now. This is what I was trying to avoid. Here we are worried that the roads were going to back up first, but it ends up being the rails. Oh well, you can see our trains, they're going to despawn, so that'll fix the headaches, but unfortunately, we're backing up the cargo ones now, too, and everything, but oh well. We'll save that for later. Alright, guys. Thanks again, as always, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Alright, have a good night.